Welcome back to my design thinking class. In this session, we will delve into the significance of design thinking in business. Design thinking is widely applied across diverse sectors, including finance, technology, tourism, healthcare, consumer goods, environment, journalism, and communication. Let's explore case studies from each of these sectors. Bank of America case study. In the early 2000s, many people struggled to save money. It was an impossible task because they lived from paycheck to paycheck. Realizing this problem, Bank of America wanted to start a new user experience process and offer a relevant solution. Together with a UX design consultant from IDEO, they began to study clients' habits. In short, they noticed that people often rounded numbers when keeping a record of the family budget. Armed with this knowledge, the Bank of America created the Keep the Change program. It rounded down the amount of the purchase made with a debit card. Afterward, it added a change to the deposit. The plan was very successful. In 2005, 12 million members enrolled and saved $12 billion in total. Samsung case study. The guys at Special Projects helped Samsung understand why older people refuse to use smartphones. They conducted a study and found out that the reason was not their age or lack of technical skills. Users could not deal with a smartphone due to the poor UX of the telephone manuals. Standard instructions and encrypted terminology scared users away. Using design thinking principles, the authors offered a manual in the form of a book. Unlike the usual small print guide, the book had a large font. Besides, it gave instructions in little portions. Each page described only one action. For example, how to turn on the phone or how to insert a SIM card. The main plus of the book was its interactivity. It allowed putting a phone into the book, literally. After that, the user could set up a device without breaking away from the text. In 2009, Airbnb faced a crisis, prompting the founders to enhance their product design process. They investigated the reasons users were not utilizing the service and, upon reviewing landlords' ads, identified that the photos of houses were consistently similar with these features. Mostly taken on a smartphone. Poor quality. Showing some rooms, but not all. These images fail to provide tenants with a comprehensive view of the houses. Recognizing this issue, the founders visited a random client's house and took high-quality photos. Upon posting these improved images on the site, they observed an immediate positive impact. Next case study is design thinking in Pittsburgh Hospital. In the MRI machine, patients should lie without movement. They spend up to an hour in a closed space with a loud noise. It can be scary even for an adult, not to mention a child. To set small patients at rest, Pittsburgh Hospital used a creative problem-solving tool, gamification. They turned each MRI device into a pirate ship, a spacecraft, or the Mermaid Kingdom through this mechanism. Now no one is afraid. Kids take the medical procedure as an exciting game. Also, this innovation reduced the usage of sedatives. Doctors say they give children sedatives 19% less often. They achieved such a result without reworking an expensive device. The next case study is Oral-B. 15 years ago, many consumer products faced a common challenge: competing with similar items packed with high-tech features. To remain competitive, Braun and Oral-B sought assistance from industrial facility to create an IoT-based toothbrush. They envisioned a brush that would inform users about their brushing effectiveness and play music during brushing. However, UX design consultants advised that these features were not what clients needed. Instead, they proposed sending reminders when it's time to change the replacement heads. Typically, people notice the need for a new head while in the bathroom but forget as soon as they leave. The IoT toothbrush connects to an app via Bluetooth and sends reminders to the user's phone, ensuring timely replacement of the brush heads. The next case study is design thinking in air soil. A few years ago, S-Oil, a startup gas station in South Korea, identified a common problem that drivers faced: daily difficulty finding parking spots. Drivers often circled around, wasting time before finding an available space. S-Oil studied the situation and discovered that the average driver traveled up to 15 extra kilometers per month searching for parking. When multiplied by the number of cars, this resulted in significant unnecessary costs and wasted fuel. Applying the design thinking process, S-Oil devised an elegant low-cost solution. They introduced yellow arrow balloons to indicate free parking spaces. This innovation led to several benefits for S-Oil: improved user experience, increased sales, enhanced reputation as a company that cares about the environment. Next is design thinking in journalism, the Curious City experiment. In 2012, journalist Jennifer Brandel initiated an experiment called Curious City at WBEZ in Chicago. The goal was to identify topics that readers were genuinely interested in before publishing an article. To achieve this, she employed the 5 stages of design thinking. Empathy: journalists invited readers to vote on the topic of the next post. Define: readers were asked to specify which aspects of the topic they wanted to explore further. Ideate: writers brainstormed various ways to present the story, considering formats such as podcasts, test articles, videos, comic books, and even printing on a roll of toilet paper. Prototype and testing: journalists initially shared some facts and then gathered feedback from users. Based on this feedback, they developed a comprehensive story that met readers' expectations. The last case study in this unit is design thinking at Wonderful. Wonderful frequently held meetings, but the small meeting room posed several issues: lack of space for belongings, limited view of the demo board, and insufficient sockets, all of which made meetings frustrating. These inconveniences distracted attendees and reduced the quality of discussions. To address this, Wonderful applied the UX design process. They studied people's behavior in different situations to identify the key problems. Then, they created a prototype using cardboard, scissors, and glue to experiment with various interior layouts. Through this iterative process, they eventually found the ideal arrangement. This solution significantly improved the quality of meetings, making them faster and more comfortable for participants. Thank you. See you in my next class.